You go for it.
Good morning everybody, I hope you are super duper well. I just thought I'd put a little mini vlog at the beginning of this little question session. So for breakfast Sophia wanted croissants and strawberries, and for her lunch today I used this lovely star and moon pasta to make her some cheesy pasta, and she had a chocolate mini roll, an apple and some strawberries in her lunchbox. I had a buttery bagel and a cup of tea. Then it was time to walk the dog, and then I was off to the hospital with my husband. We had a little checkup on baby boy and he is doing well. And oh look, we're stuck in another crash again on the way home. So I needed another cup of tea and a mini roll before doing my lunch, which was this deliciously crispy jacket potato. I was going to leave it just like this with butter and pepper on it, but I did go for some salad cream and some cheese on top, and honestly, it was 10 out of 10. And then it was time to prep tonight's dinner, which is bruschetta pizzas. I'll put a link down for that recipe below because they are so good. So I just had to chop the tomatoes now to make the bruschetta topping, and the longer you do this, like the longer it marinates for, the better. And it smells so delicious that I know this sounds disgusting, but I didn't even want to wash my hands after. And then I've made myself a quick cup of tea, wrote down my most asked questions, and I did a little setup ready for this. Hello everybody. Do you know what? I feel like I'm reading the news with this setup, but you know, not quite. I just thought I would do, I have done a little about me video before, but I just thought I would like answer loads of questions that I always get asked. And honestly, I don't mind you asking. Oh, sorry, that's my tumble dryer. I don't mind anybody asking questions, but I just thought like this will answer like a lot of them in one go. So I've got my lovely little notebook. I'll show you the design because it's adorable. It's from Alex Clark Art, which is the same as all my placemats. Yeah, I just love them. So my first one, and this one actually made me really emotional, is will I come back after like making YouTube videos after having the baby? And the answer is yeah, of course. Like I never even considered it otherwise. I mean, obviously I will be taking a massive break, and I mean I can't say for how long, or but yeah, I'll just come back when I would say a bit less knackered, but I feel like even years ago when I was doing these videos before I was pregnant, I'm like chronically tired. So cheers to that. Let's have some more caffeine, as this isn't decaf. And yeah, I'll be back, don't worry. And then 1 second, hang on just a sec. I forgot to bring these over with me, but guys, look, I had a scan today. I'm not even 100% sure why anymore. I'm getting like scanned all the time, but I'm not complaining. Oh my god, I'm stood on them. But can you see this? Where is it? That's his little face. I'm trying not to cry. Where have you gone? Let me have a quick look. You can't cope. His little face. So compose myself a little bit. Oh, so little want. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. So I really this time want to have a home birth because my experience at our local hospital was crap last time. Like the birth was mediocre, the aftercare was terrible, and I just thought nah, not again. And I asked for pain medication last time way too late and I wasn't allowed it, so I just did it with gas and air, which I don't even think I had when I was in the labour. I forgot about it, so I thought, do you know what, I can probably do this birth at home with like minimal disturbance to the family, to myself, especially to Sophia. And she's obsessed now with the fact that I'm going to give birth in the living room just next door. I'm going to put an old mattress down, just give birth on it like a cat basically, like an old shower curtain down, and yeah. And yeah, so I got the go ahead for that, and I'm still getting the go ahead at every scan, and my due date is just gonna say early March because baby will come when baby comes, but I'm acutely aware that Sophia was born at 37 weeks, which is less than 2 weeks away. So, but this baby needs to wait as long as he can, because if he comes too early then I can't have a home birth. So keep cooking please. And as for the name, we have decided, and we're not going to say, and I can't change my mind because just out of shot over there, I've got a little Emma Bridgewater mug personalised with Sophia's name on it, and his name arrived on the mug today, so that made me cry as well. And then my next question on my little list is where do we get Rafa from? Which I think is quite a niche question, but it's actually quite interesting, I suppose. We found that I lost my job during lockdown, and someone's asked me about my job, so I will come back to that. Yeah, I lost my job during lockdown, so I was made redundant. I'm also the queen of being made redundant. And my husband was furloughed. Everyone's asked about his job too. It's in my list. And that's my tumble dryer. We've just decided that that'll be a really good time to get a dog. The prices, might I add, were extortion, and we picked up Raph from a Christmas tree farm down right in the depths of Cornwall, and we paid £1,000 for a little scabby mutt farm dog. Can you believe it? He's the kind of dog that would have been going for free on Facebook Marketplace like 2 years prior, but we love him. And he's so good with kids, especially Sophia. She was quite poorly last night and he was so cuddly with her. It was lovely. Next question. Am I doing batch cooking for when the baby arrives? Do you know what? That was my full plan, and I was really, really excited to do it. And I've done dribs and drabs, but honestly, I'm really tired. And just doing, I've got that SPD where like your pelvis is like unable to like cope with the weight basically of your baby. He's 6 pounds, by the way. And just knackered. Can't do it. Would love to. Still got time. And half term's coming up, and if I haven't given birth by then, I might try and do some then and get like Sophia involved maybe. That's my plan. Right, have a quick sip. I think my next question is, where did my love of cooking come from? And I don't truthfully honestly know the answer. Like, my dad likes cooking. He definitely likes eating more and likes good food. And I think once you just try good food, I don't know, when I started trying good food, like really tasty, proper restaurant quality food, I used to work for this restaurant called BED, Beverage Entertainment Dining, and they had this one particular dish which I don't know, like he nailed, the chef, he's called Mehdi, he just nailed it. It was scallops chorizo on a bed of leeks, and oh, delish. And everything, I like loved all his food. So I was about 15, 16 then. And I think it blossomed from there, and my dad loving food and the cookery channel just always being on. Yeah, just come from there really. And I think when you eat good food, it just gets you really excited and you want to copy it and enjoy it. And I think that's where it come from really. And then what are my favourite foods? And I think my favourite food, you know, might be a pasty. Like, really dry lips, sorry, like a traditional Cornish pasty, like a good one. Like, not an Ivadoonies if you're from around here. A Barnacuts is okay. The best is called Baker's Cornish Bakehouse, in my opinion. And if you want to get some of those delivered, I think they deliver them. Yeah, they do a steak and gravy and it's so good. I think that's my favourite food. Closely followed by specifically my nan's roast dinner and the Christmas dinner that Jake did in 2018. That was so good. And the scallops dish that chef used to do at that restaurant I used to work at. And oh, sushi. I bloody love sushi as well. We've got some good sushi restaurants around here. Yeah, got lots. But probably if I had to pick, like let's say I did like, I was in the jungle or something, which I would never do because I hate spiders. But I'd want a pasty as my first food when I come out. Previous jobs. So first job was, oh wait, no, actually I worked for 1 day in a pharmacy. Hated it. And then I worked for about 2 weeks in New Look. Wasn't for me, not that kind of girl. And then I worked at this restaurant for years while I was at college. And then I got a bit older and I got like to 18, 19 and I did not want to be working Friday nights, Saturday nights, understandably. So I got a job at Next, then I moved to Topshop. And then, oh my God, I worked on the Smashbox Cosmetics counter for quite a while. I've had a lot of jobs. And then I needed a real job because me and my boyfriend, husband, had been together for quite a while. And we were getting serious and we decided we were gonna mortgage a house. And you know, we were really lucky back then, like everything was different financially. So much, but we worked hard and we saved hard, don't get me wrong. So I then worked in 2 different jewellers for about 11 years. And I got all the qualifications, like my gemology and my jeweller's qualifications. But it wasn't particularly for me. And then, I was gonna say it, I hurt my back and they were really crap about it. And my friend who worked in a sewage company said, come work for me, you'll love it, the money's mint. You get to work at home a lot, and this was a long time ago before working at home was a thing. And it was cracking. But then I got made redundant and I was pregnant with Sophie and I was gutted. So I had to go back to work really early because we just basically needed money because we had the house and the mortgage and a baby by then. And you know, I worked in this lovely little chocolate shop for about 1.5 years before going back to the jewellers with my tail between my legs because I needed a proper job, proper days, proper income, proper stability for them to make me redundant in lockdown. And I'm up to here now. So for those who don't know, Sophia is, I hate saying she's disabled and special needs and breaks my soul, but she is. And for the most of it, she needs a full-time carer. So that's what I do. And then I make YouTube videos in between. Like when she was at school, I was like, oh, what do I do now? So I did my website first and then I branched out onto YouTube, and I love mixing the two. I think my ultimate plan is to make a video for every recipe that's on there so I can, you know, one day. Next job is paint colours. My living room, I'll insert a picture of that here, maybe here, is Farrow & Bought Elephant's Breath. The walls in here are Farrow & Ball Schoolhouse White. And my pink kitchen is Farrow & Ball Sulk and Ring Pink. And I think those are the rooms I mainly film in that everybody's probably going to want to know. My next question I get asked this all the time is, no one sees me buy tea in my food shop. That's because I buy it in bulk online. I couldn't possibly run the risk of ever. I really need some tea actually, hang on. I couldn't run the risk of ever running out of tea. And I'm not overly fussy with tea, but I do just buy normal Tetley. And I just look at, like, Amazon used to be the cheapest place to buy it in bulk. Sometimes it's B&M, sometimes it's Home Bargains, but yeah, I buy it in bulk. There's always like 1,000 tea bags in my pantry. And how many cups do I have a day? I'm not telling you because I'm pregnant and I'm drinking caffeine ones, and there'll be people out there who will get annoyed with me, but it's a lot. And my favourite mugs and Emma Bridgewater I got asked about a lot. I think I'm going to do a whole separate video on Emma Bridgewater because the amount of questions about that were insane. There's people out there who are more like into Emma Bridgewater than I am, so I almost feel like a bit like underqualified to talk about it. However, my collection is quite extensive and I love it, and it genuinely brings me like joy. Like I get like happy butterflies in my stomach. Like Emma Bridgewater is just my soul encapsulated. This is probably one of my favourite mugs. Isn't it lovely? My future dream is to live in the country with a big Aga, and this just makes me feel cozy. Oh, my next question is, where am I from? I'm from Plymouth. My born and bred, and it's not that I don't love it, because I do. There's a lot here, but I really see myself raising my family in the country. Like, I like quiet, I really do. I like quiet, I like animals, I like green. want a big Aga. I want chickens. I want to be able to plant loads of tulips somewhere and daffodils and dahlias. Dahlias, not sure which one is correct, but that's what I want. And I really hope we can do it one day, like I really hope. So fingers crossed. I do play the lottery a lot, so. My next question is my tattoos. I have a few. I'll insert a picture of one because I'm not showing you because you'll see why. But I have a Harry Potter Deathly Hallows tattoo, so I'll insert the picture there. Now I'm probably about 19 in this picture. And God, I'm not gonna lie, I wish I still looked like that, and I wish my tattoo still looked like that. And the place where I got it done, there was an awful tattoo place, and within like a year it come up like a wiggly worm. And now I'm probably about 4 stone heavier. 2 babies later, it looks really bad now. It looks hilariously bad. I sent a picture of my friend the other day. Sorry if this is TMI, I don't care. But it's like falling, where I'm like pregnant, it's like stretched and it's like falling into my it looks really bad. So never mind, I'm not that fussy. Like, it is what it is. And I also have one on the back of my neck. I used to love The Hills, and there was a girl in it called, so that's a TV program for anybody who doesn't know. There was a girl in it called Audrina, and she had a lovely tattoo on the back of her neck. So as soon as I turned, there's a warning on my camera, I don't know what it means. Sorry, I ran out of memory, so I just had to delete a couple old videos, and I don't know how much longer I've got, so I'll be quick. Tattoo in the back of my neck, it's like a heart, a swallow, a banner. It's really sun faded, you can't even see it anymore. And then I've got I'll show you this one first. I've got love of food, I don't know if it's in focus, on my knuckles. I've always wanted my knuckles tattooed, and I joked that love food fits there really nicely. And I always said I'll get it done one day. Hang on, 2 secs. I'm losing my voice. And then one day my husband dared me to get it done, and I was like, okay. I just did. And you know what? I love it, but it also, if I go like that, can you see? It says poo. So I didn't really think it through, but it gives children a big laugh. And then I've also got a little tiny sunflower on my hip, which we had done in Mexico. My husband really wanted to get a tattoo to commemorate the holiday. It was his first ever tattoo. And I hope he doesn't mind me saying, but he was like terrified to get it done. So I was like, oh, I'll just get a tattoo first. I'll get one with you to be brave. And he got a little Mexican chili or something on his ankle. And he was like gonna faint, and he was a mess. And it's really funny to think that now, because my husband is almost completely covered in tattoos. Like, most of them are, not that I can talk, but most of them are stupid. He's got a massive like back piece, but yeah, he's covered in tattoos now, and I think his aim is to get everywhere that he can hide with clothes tattooed. Crack on, whatever you want to do. But he does have my initial on his knuckle. It's the only thing he's ever got for me, and he can't go cry. And he got it done at Christmas, and he's got so much for like Sophia the dog and the cat, and I was like, oh, you don't have anything for me? And I used to be genuinely upset about it. So at Christmas he got an N on his knuckle, and I thought it was lovely. I can't believe I've cried twice in this video. And the last question was, you all want to know more about my husband, more specifically what he does for, I'm full on crying, more specifically what he does for work. And someone messaged me saying I see him as an IT computer kind of guy, and honestly we laugh so much at that because it's not what he does. He works in our local, he wanted me to say he was a dolphin trainer. I said I was going to tell you he's a professional chef, but he actually just works in our local dockyard just doing manual work. So no, I can't believe I'm sobbing. So nothing that exciting. But what's really funny is actually we were laughing at the thought of him having a computer job and doing like Excel spreadsheets, because it's really not him. And then we both went quiet and realised that since he had a promotion about a year or 2 ago now, I can't remember how long, he does sit at a computer a lot all day now. So he said, oh my God, I'm turning into the computer guy. So whoever said that, we had a good laugh about it, was actually probably quite right. I think that's all my questions now. I can't believe I'm crying. Also, my baby photos are just here. Where are you, babes? God, to show you one more time. This was just done at like an NHS hospital. And normally you've got to pay so much money to get a beautiful scan like that. Yeah, that's such a good angle of it. Oh, I can't wait for him to come. Thank you guys for putting up with that. I hope you all enjoyed it. I can't believe I'm crying. Oh, my mascara's not running, so that's good. Anyway, I'm gonna go. And what time is it? What time is it? 1:45. I might do a little bit of eyeing, I think, now, and before I have to do the school run. And then I will show you a little clip in a minute of our bruschetta pizza and how yummy that is for our dinner this evening. So I'll see you then. And if you do have any more questions, just put them in the comments box and I will answer them for you. I need to drink this tea as well, it's gone really cold. Thank you guys. So here is the pizza base mixture. We use some tomato ketchup, some tomato puree, and that bruschetta mix that I showed you earlier. We pop all our pizza toppings on and it comes out delish. That one is Sophia's. This one here is my husband's. And this very plain Jane one, but delicious here, is mine. And honestly, I've not been able to eat much since being pregnant, more like a little and often thing. And I devoured all of it. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.